You guys will find that intelligent people don't seek a lot of attention from others, right? Because they realize it's disastrous, right? And selfish people constantly seeking attention, right? Constantly, right? They never have enough attention, which is unhealthy, and it's just not right, right? Most of your best moments, the best times of your life are when you bring the baby home, right? And you get the sleeping schedule good, but the schedule's out of whack because you're extorted and exploited by the constant attention seekers, right? And they fuck up everything, right? Summer thunder on moon bright days, northern lights and skies ablaze, and I'll bring to you. You love it when I sing to you, silver moon in a fiery sky, right? Loggins and Messina. I want to sing you a love song. I want to rock you in my arms all night long. I want to get to know you. I want to show you a peaceful feeling of my home. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one. We've just begun. Think I'm going to have a son, right? He'll be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. Sun is going to shine above. And Kenny has to write this song and sell it to pay his bills because the attention seekers just don't stop, Dimma that do evil don't take a day off to rest. How can I? Coyote's always hungry. Coyote never sleeps and Coyote's always hungry, right? And, a few still moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there, though I'm trying to resist being last on your list, but nobody else's love will do, so I'm saving all my love for you, right? So it's like spend the whole lifetime looking for the perfect blossom. And you completely ignore the 10,000 blossoms that pass before your eyes and nose before you think you found the perfect one, right? Striving for perfection, right? What was that? Last Samurai, the Scientology movie, right? And Suzuki's nothing like that. Ken Watanabe totally ruined me for Detiro Suzuki, right? I was expecting Ken Watanabe's character from the Scientology propaganda movie, right? Then the real guy shows up, and I'm like, oh, I like him. He is so fun. Oh my gosh, he's fun. Not as dramatic as Jimmy Webb. I just sat there and watched little Sarah girl watch Jimmy Webb. Got tears right here. Okay, it's Jimmy Webb, guys. It's one of my favorite singers, songwriters, as a kid, right? My first Jimmy Webb songs were not Richard Harris. Okay. My first Jimmy Webb songs were first Glenn Campbell, then The Fifth Dimension. Suspended up in a twilight canopy. I'm from New Mexico, so I can relate to that. They used to fly over my house. Keep the moon beside us. We'll find a star to guide us. Love is waiting there in my beautiful. It's overrated. It's, love way up in the air. Love in a hot air balloon could end up in a fiery crash and disaster, and the guy with the Hindenburg coming in, oh, the humanity, right? So I'd keep my love, my tuchus, and my sexual desires and affections and intimacy on the ground if I was you, Get people to get you a nice bed from Denver mattress. Maybe the purpley one, maybe some purpley sheets. Have the head facing near the window? Yes. I'm not Sheldon Cooper. I live in a place with professional assassins that mock you all the time and laugh as their scientists as Q poisoned you to death, and you'll never be as badass as me. I never want to be as badass as you. You suck. I sleep next to the window right there because there's a big pecan tree providing lots of oxygen to help you sleep better. And it's right near the irrigation. I had it over there, but he sprays Roundup all the time. So I picked up my bed and I stuck it right into this window to help survive the summers. And the night Chicago died. The night Chicago died. Brother, what a night the people saw. Brother, what a night. Have you ever noticed when you get people that become politicians and stuff like that, they talk about supporting the local, predominantly black, educational institutions. And they send their kids to the University of Chicago Magnet School. You're like, what? Okay, you're putting lots of money into where all the Negroes go to get a job at Buc-ee's, right, as a manager, right, or security, lots of security. We need lots of security. But your kids went to the University of Chicago's Magnet School, right, with the Biden kids, right? Have they ever been to the south side of Chicago? You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle's feeling very inspired, right? All the president's men and all the security guards showed up. Did you feel safe? Did they laugh at you and tell you that they could run you over the parking lot of a Best Buy and be if you didn't exist? Did they all have bigger penises than you and have sex with your wife and post it on underground chat rooms for everybody in Cochise County to watch and you never saw it? Well, then you haven't lived, bro. I'm a deep Chappelle, right? You have no idea what it's like to be a time-traveling pimp, do you? You funny. I know. But it's like, like they tested the ecosystem. I'm certain, because you just have to observe, analyze, and process. During COVID, they tested the ecosystem and how it would respond if they greatly reduced the human population radically overnight, right? Ookla, Ariel, ride! Okay. Cobra, la la la! Oh, it's Zartan. But, you're sitting there going, these people are crazy, man. They're Legion of Doom Justice League crazy, man. They're crazy. Martian Manhunter ass motherfuckers, right? Is that a wormhole? Do you want it to be one? It's a TV. What's the difference? How is a television or a cell phone any different than a wormhole? Okay. I'm going to suck up all your time. Okay. Well, I have to go listen to music and cry to it. I can hear the baby cry in the next room. Okay, you're missing out on that. Pisces, Virgo rising is a very good sign. Yeah. Count all the bees in the hive. Chase all the... I could never get enough time with Patrick. Right? Never get enough time with Patrick. His mom left us to go to explore her sexuality at the lesbian bars in Phoenix and be all that in a bag of chips and the top attraction in every lesbian bar in Phoenix. And declare me pathetic because she was all that in a bag of chips and I was just mad at her because she had more sex in the year that we got divorced than I had my whole life. I was like, man, I turned down more sex in junior high than you've got offered at that bar in the last 2 weeks. It's a bar. You get offered sex a lot. It's a lesbian bar in Phoenix. Okay, I wasn't going to be that cocky to say, the whole year and everything. It's like, and my wife was cute. She looked like one of the singers from Jeanne. So it wasn't looks like she looked like Ezra Taft Benson or Spencer J. Kimball or had their personality, right? She had a raspy voice and sounded a lot like, what's her name? Unbreak my heart, breathe again, right? So, yeah, Steffi was, I look like Charles Barkley. You know how women get real hard on themselves the older they get. I was like, no, you look more like the women in Charles' family, and you got a nice body, and you are a sexual athlete. Only she hated having sex with men because she was sexually abused as a teenager, and the Pentagon knew it. And it sucked. We enjoyed sex for like a week. And then then all hell broke loose. You want to be a flaw again? You want to have sex with Miriam? You want to have sex with everybody at the mall? All the women at the mall want to have sex with you? Everybody wants to have sex with you? You want to have sex with everybody else but me? Okay, who am I having sex with? Me! Okay, I bought you a plane ticket and brought you out here. That Cuban woman that's absolutely gorgeous, sleeping with that idiot from Puerto Rico who's fucking around on his 8-month pregnant wife, that you want me to out fuck him so he will feel bad for screwing around on his wife, right? Okay, I could have been having sex with her if I wanted to when I was with Law while Law was at the club, but I didn't because I honor my commitments. So why are you acting like I'm going to dishonor my commitments when I put this commitment into you? God damn, what do you think? You're the Daily Show? Is this Fox News, C-SPAN, NSNBC, Bloomberg Network, NASA Channel? What the hell is wrong with you? Pigs in space. White, baby. Nothing rhymes with Winkle. Yes, Dinkle. Dinkle man rhymes with Winkle. Everybody at the Pentagon and NASA should know that by now. All the things that we've been through, right? Best sexual reputation in the history of the U.S. military. Okay? 5'11", 3/4, 175 to 165 pounds at his peak. Maybe 6 inches, maybe just a hair below. Genitalia size at his peak. Could go for a whole 3-day weekend, Joe. Could run for hours, didn't even get tired. Eat a whole large pizza by myself, go play basketball for hours. You know, when you're young and in love, or youth is wasted on the young. That's not true. Youth is wasted on the egos of the egomaniacs that are constant attention seekers and take all the good times away. Summer thunder. Why aren't you paying attention? Okay. In my arms, I hold you so close to me, while love flows so tenderly from your heart to mine. And as we whisper softly our words of love are echoing high above, while chapel bells chime and the mariachi music. Oh, Marty Robbins. All you kids, they do all these things. They all follow trends, what people want to see or whatever. It's like, really? The El Paso trilogy? No one in El Paso has ever heard Tonight, Carmen? Tonight I'm aching, my body is shaking. That is by far the man's best album ever. True, I wasn't born anywhere south of the border. Mariachi music? Da-na-na-na. Everybody in El Paso should know this. Just because they're singing about where you sell drugs, where you engage in prostitution, where you put up spy equipment to continue to make fucked up movies, to win awards for assholes, to hold food hostage and buy shit at Buc-ee's. What the fuckies? Look, everybody and their mama knows. Marty Robbins is one of the best. But his best songs ever, okay, have mariachi music. Love's gone away, she never wanted to stay. Hours go by, each one seem like a day when love's gone away. My eyes look what, but they don't see, blinded by her memory. Bitter tears falling as I keep recalling how she took her love from me. Mariachi music, ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. I'm getting chills just thinking about it, right? Okay. Ba-na-na, that mariachi music. Is there anything left I can say to make life like it was yesterday? I beg you to come back again. Is there anything left I can say? Mariachi music. I mean, dudes. Everybody in the fucky fucked up head wrapping shit in plastic and asking money for it and driving around in cars with the magic Freon filter and the magic carbon emission filter in the sky because fuck for the buck trumps the Lord's Prayer. It's happening every day. And it didn't stop during the Obama administration. And it did not stop during the Biden administration. And then when it gets worse during the Trump administration, he's the most evil fucky man who everybody makes fun of at Buc-ee's because you voted for him for president and he's an idiot because he's off killing people in foreign countries for corporations. Wait, the stats say that the brown guy whose kids went to the magnet school in the University of Chicago and now are giving money to Chicago State University to survive say that he killed more people when he was in office the first time than the Buc-ee's trucky stop guy Trumpy did. Yeah. Obama killed more people, they say, in office his first go round because he wanted to act like a badass. Because, all the super soldiers at Fort Huachuca that are fucking Parsons' wife and pass around on our chat rooms are watching, right? Ba-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na-na. She will be waiting in Reno if I love warm and tender. She loves and wants me, and her love to me she'll surrender. Dark eyes and red ruby lips. Passion is there on her lips, excitement in her fingertips. She'll be waiting in Reno tonight. This is the night she'll be mine. And she couldn't take care of me or protect me. So Temple Setlaminati, through the abuse of her mother, tried to groom her gorgeous daughter to want to protect me because I was not her biological. And how come you're not my dad? No one's loved me the way you've loved me. No one's ever protected me the way you've protected me. It sure wasn't Joe Biden. It sure wasn't Hillary Clinton. It sure wasn't George Bush. It sure wasn't their wives. It sure wasn't their in-laws, right? Why do you call in-laws? Gravity of the situation of the photosynthesis of light of day eternally hasn't hit any of those houses. So why y'all call yourself in-laws? You should call yourself in shadows, right? In shadow. Hey, could you sing that, Pippin? And after that, sing the Green Dragon song. And then have Annie Lennox sing something. Not one of the songs from Peter Jackson movies. Make it either the remix Here Comes the Rain Again, or my favorite is the one that Jant played for me is Why. The one that Steffi used to always sit there and say to me and listen to it. And he goes, that's you making me say that. Because you're always so selfish and mean. You always make me say these things, right? To you. Because you are so hurtful and you're so selfish and you're so mean. When did I tell you I hate you and wish I never married you? When did I ever tell you, You kept abusing me and attacking me and accusing me of wanting to have sex with everybody and wanting to cheat on you, and wanting to leave you, and wanting to get away from you. And I said, you do this so much, people get mad and they do want to get violent at you. They do want to tell you to shut up and hit you. I understand where Sean was coming from. I feel empathy for him. So could you just please stop? It's so nice being with you in romantic conditions. It's fun to look in your eyes. It's fun to listen to you talk. So let's just please stop doing that. Okay? Get the hell out of my bathroom. Get the hell out of my bedroom. Okay? Or go run the psychology department at the University of Chicago for 30 years and raise money for Chicago State to stay alive so they can be the Cal State Los Angeles of the state of Illinois. Is there anything left I can say to make life like it was yesterday? And we got to get a football team in the Rio Grande Valley so they can compete with Austin and San Antonio and El Paso. El Paso can't compete with Austin and San Antonio. San Antonio just started up. They got way more money through the military and through marketing and ranches and oil and stuff in San Antonio than they do in El Paso because the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. And everybody knows that El Paso is actually El Paso, New Mexico. Everybody know that. A guy from Houston at Walmart. We don't claim El Paso as part of Texas. That's okay, because El Paso ain't part of Texas. El Paso is Mexico and New Mexico, with Texas shitting on it all the time and acting like it's a really bad place in the armpit of the United States. Okay? And it's a place where my dad was born, so I could clean up all the shit they do to keep everybody in business at home invasion in New Mexico from abusing the poor Mexicans in El Paso and Juarez. True, I wasn't born anywhere south of the border, and I'm not a native to old Mexico. But there seems to be someone there of whom my heart was made to order, and it's fittingly proper through these eyes that love her so. How many little girls getting raped to death in El Paso were praying to Raphael, the archangel, the candles, the this, the that, to save them from this horrible rape, this horrible incest, this horrible abuse, right? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Do you understand the gravity of the situation? Or, I don't think running the psychology department at the University of Chicago for 30 years can compare you for the eternity of the communication through my noggin, saving people from the bullshit from your Freudian noggin to Nietzsche, your Luther. Right, John Calvin? Is that a Geneva? Is this a convention? Look at her. It is good that I am talking to you today from my garden in the north of San Ysidro in the valley of the Rio Grande, where my dad worked hard all his whole life to have these roses for these birds. Right? And let you know that even in the 21st century, that David will always be better than Goliath. Right? Is there anything left I can say to make life like it was yesterday? I beg you to come back again, right? In my arms I hold you so close to me, while love flows so tenderly from your heart to mine. And as we whisper softly our words of love are echoing far above, while chapel bells chime. We really like Marty Robbins in New Mexico, man, yeah. Out in New Mexico many long years ago. Father and mother both asked one another, what made her run away? What made Felina leave home? Well, wildflowers don't care where they grow, right? I think it's because when men fight like hell to have sex with first prize goes around running, looking for shelter. She's a little lamb that's lost in the woods. She knows she could be oh so good for one to watch over her, right? Sorry, man, I get a lot of flaky stuff in my beard from the chemical poisoning and this. So I'll scratch and it'll all end up on my shirt, and I know that it bothers a lot of you. You know what? I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying I know it bothers you, you dumbass. But if you didn't chemically poison me with all your, your science solution heroes and shit like that, it wouldn't be bothering you. First of all, I wouldn't be talking to your sorry ass because I wouldn't have to be online all the time fixing your artificial general intelligence so quantum computing can work properly. And also, when they did that to test the ecosystem like they did this last week, I had 2 strikes against me. I went and it popped up, and then I was able to appeal both of them. Now, the first one I appealed, and it said, okay, you're okay on that one. The second one about SpaceX, no. And I'm like, okay, so they're targeting Elon Musk to try to vilify him. You guys doing business deals with the Chinese? How many millions of people do you want to get rid of before we're living the Lord's Prayer and we're mockingbird, singing and living a better life? Yeah, bird. Yeah, mockingbird, pick 'em up. Dumb and Dumber. I do not want to oil down the sweet bikini team before every show. Hush no. Girl, if I'm giving you a complete body rub down, it's going to end up in a happy ending for me. And because I love women, I'm going to put in the time, the effort, and the work because I'm young like Harry and Lloyd. And I'm going to make sure you have a happy ending. And if I have to do it with the whole sweetest bikini team, what is wrong with you people? Don't you listen to Lord Saladin while you're monitoring Earl and his prayers in the bathroom at the trailer park just a couple of clicks right outside of Fort Huachuca in Freytown, Arizona? Man, we suck again. You guys are dumb and dumber. Dun-dun-dun. I like you, Harry, because you're a real guy. How many of you sold a dead parakeet to a blind kid for extra spending money to get treats at Buc-ee's. Girl, it's a shaggin' wagon. Chicks dig it, right? Trade this straight across for a kid in town. Just when I don't think you can be any dumber, Lloyd, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself. Okay. It's a long way home to Starwood and Aspen, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. I did see Aspen. Yeah. Through a virtual presence program through a man named Casper Smart. I was having sexual intercourse with a woman a little bit older than him in a hotel room that had windows that looked all across the Aspen scenery. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. And then I looked down at my torso and had tattoos, and I was like, this isn't me. Boom! In my room, my head, my spirit shot out of my head to a satellite. Bam! And right back in the room, and I went, I hate living in Las Cruces, New Mexico, when it's Lost Causes, New Mexico, because nuclear warfare trumps the Lord's Prayer. Yeah. I was like, wow, this woman is flexible, and she has an amazing body. He's flexible, and he has an amazing body, too. He's a dancer. He was also on The Big Bang Theory, dating Emily. You know, the redhead that likes to have sex in graveyards. Yeah. Charming and funny, aren't these people? Yeah. They may not even know the people that fucked me over at Fort Huachuca. They just might have been programmed like a video game because they couldn't get them to do anything they didn't want to do. Oh, wow, that's pretty creepy. Yeah, it is. Is that Colonel Williams? Yeah, he's following us in a car. Okay. It's going to show up at our house unannounced and offer us a contract for our guidance system. Well, you can take your guidance system and go to the bowling alley and just make sure it's not the sun lines back in the 70s and you don't need the coin in your pocket, right? Time traveling with Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. He's a special little guy. Special little guy. Right? Okay, guys. I love you very much. Okay. Please stop being an asshole. We have quantum computing. Past, present, and future operate at the same time. All the families in the future that are decent people because of the actions of people like me are watching. Is this the way you want your grandkids to remember you? Buc-ee's fuckies! Buc-ee's fuckies! It's all wrapped in plastic, and we pay money for it. We drive around in our cars with our great Freon and carbon emission filters in our head, zombie. Did you agree to a union contract and jack each other off on the table and then laugh at Parsons because he thinks he's changing everything because he's got an ego problem? Don't project your ego problems on me like that kid in Walmart. We ain't doing this right now, so don't put me in your we. You get dressed up in security guard uniform, take a paycheck, and don't stand up for a Lord's Prayer a lick or a minute in your life. Just sit there and look at Cardi B, talk about her dysfunctional sex life for money, and talk about her boobies. It's like, are they real or are they not real? If they're real and she's serious about love, I would really enjoy playing with those. If they're not real and she's not serious about love, that's okay. I got a little bit of Sir Mix-a-Lot in me too. Posse's on Broadway. We like real boobs. Yeah. Oh, I've got everything's real. My boobs are real. You want to see them? They're not nearly as attractive as Charles Barkley's. I'm just kidding. No, my boobs were probably pretty attractive when I wasn't chemically poisoned by Charles Barkley's and Cardi Boy's business partners. Yeah. I tell you, 2017, I held my own. I'd been like Jeff Foxworthy. I can handle this. I can take care of you. I do not have any tattoos on my torso. Okay? But I think I can hold the experience longer than the 13 minutes required for satisfaction on the Oprah Winfrey show. Alrighty then. Now, oh gosh, not 2 minutes and you're going to sit there and go, I'm sorry they tried to kill you. You know, thanks for trying to love me back to life. Give it time. Maybe we'll get to 13 minutes in a year or two. Holy Rika, Batman. Is that a redwood forest? What about the Gulf Stream waters? I don't think they exist anymore. Purple Mountain's majesty? No. It all got blown up by data centers. Well, we needed the water. Yeah. People and God's creation, the rest of God's creation, need the water. Okay. Technology using water to enforce dictation and legislation on people and putting all that we need to exist at risk ain't going to save you from the data in your center. Okay, trust me, I am using artificial general intelligence to correct quantum computing, and I'm doing it faster, much faster, más rápido, okay, than 18 months from now. I ain't waiting. You show me stuff, and I go, okay, thanks, guys, at New Mexico Tech. Muy bueno, thank you, gracias. Okay, my New Mexico. Rio Grande Valley child born, thank you. Orale, right. Nana not Pow Pow. She sells cars with an idiot in El Paso. I don't do that shit. I'm not going to dance around and give people Mexican food and say, are those real boobs? Is that a real butt, or did she get that at Dr. Gonzalez's office? You passionate about lawsuits? I'll just take off your suit, go swimming, get an all over tan, then we'll talk, okay? Hey, Vanna, pick me a letter. Vanna, pick me a letter. I'm not flirting. I'm just being obnoxious, but I am flirting. Well, she is cute. She has a nice accent, too, right? You think she'd be interested in you? She'd be crazy not to be interested in me. But the thing is, it's not the question whether or not she's interested in me. It's whether or not I'm interested in her. All right? The important thing in the 21st century today is not whether or not you know who I am, but that I know who you are, and are you capable of listening to me and obeying the laws that are explained out of my ever-loving mouth. Right? That's the important thing. Michael Gold can just happen, but you can have a teeth full of gold, but it ain't going to sell you, it ain't going to save you from the delusions of thinking you can sell your soul to your brain. That's insane. I know. But do lowrider lawyers get it? Bum, 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 bum. And the people of Espanola get it, right? Okay, I love you. Go Eagles. Okay, peace.